It's the story of a child custody investigator, now behind bars, accused of faking her PhD to get work in Colorado. Thanks for joining us for 9 News at 5. I'm Tom.
And I'm Kim Christensen. Court documents allege a scheme carried out over 6 years, ending in 2023. A 15-count grand jury indictment says that this woman falsified documents and retaliated against a whistleblower. Kevin Vaughn from 9 News Investigates joins us from the newsroom. And Kevin, this all started with one father who was suspicious.
Kim and Tom, a man who met with her while in a child custody dispute had immediate concerns. His look into her background led to an investigation and the revocation of multiple state licenses last year, and now this indictment. The state agency that regulates occupations and issues licenses for everyone from accountants to veterinarians. The state's court system. Both fooled, according to public documents, by this woman, Shannon McShane, also known as Shannon Terrell. Steve Ramirez is also on that list.
She was appointed in a custody case that I was in.
Appointed as a family investigator, the kind who interviews parents in custody fights and tells judges what's best for the children. Ramirez said her first words to him were chilling.
You know, I am quoting her on a prior case that a father had called her and she made sure that he never saw his kids again.
This indictment alleges an elaborate scheme that played out over years, beginning with her claim she had a doctorate in philosophy. According to these documents, she had no PhD. Still, the Department of Regulatory Agencies licensed her as an addiction counselor and psychologist. She found work in Colorado prisons, at the state hospital, and in the courts.
But within a month, I want to say about 2 weeks, I had a sheriff knocking on my door to take away my kids, to remove them from the home.
In all, McShane faces charges of attempting to influence a public official, forgery, perjury, and retaliation.
I was initially shocked. I didn't think anything would ever happen to her.
The retaliation charge alleges she told a father who discovered her degree was phony that she was about to contact the judge in his divorce case to let him know about his behavior. Ramirez had a happier ending. He got his kids back, but still...
The heartbreaking part for me was it wasn't just me. There was lots of families that she put her hands on.
In court this afternoon, McShane's attorney said that she'd been arrested by a SWAT team that came to her workplace in Texas. In reality, prosecutors said she turned herself in. McShane's attorney also asked that she be allowed to return to Texas, where he said she's a fraud investigator for a financial services company. The judge said no. In the newsroom, Kevin Vaughn, 9 News.
There are two trails to follow here. One is where she's been and what she's done outside of this, allegedly, and also the state as far as how interested they are in investigating this and seeing if it's happened in other cases.
Tom, we are looking into that. We have gotten a few documents late this afternoon. We're expecting some more, and we expect to report more on that as soon as tomorrow.
All right, Kevin, thanks.